Hey, what's up, guys? It's Xavier Becerra, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the importance of journaling. Journaling is something that I haven't been doing for an insane amount of time, but it's something that I've been doing really consistently for about 2 months or so. And so I'm going to be giving you guys my own perspective on what it's done for me and how it can benefit you as well. So, first thing that journaling has actually allowed me to do is to self reflect at the end of the day. If you're journaling every single day, you can write down all the things that you've accomplished throughout the day, all the failures that you had throughout the day, or things that you can do better. You can think about these things in your minds, but you don't fully get the thought out on paper if you don't journal or somehow write it out. And it has really helped me become a better individual because I'm able to just like look back at my entire day every single day and just recognize my wins and my losses. I'm able to say, oh, yeah, I did this good today. I did this good today. But maybe I could have done it a little bit better if I had switched up and done this. You can't do this kind of like analysis in your head as well as if you write it down on paper. And also the benefit of writing it down on paper is that you have it for future reference. If you Because you're not going to be able to retain everything in your head. If you get it out on paper, it's there. And you can always just come back and look back at it and see if it is something that can actually help you out in the future, if it's some kind of information that you completely forgot about. And it's just really cool to just see how you were thinking before and how much that you've changed. That's the second point that I want to get into, is that weeks, months, and even years from now, you can look back at your journals, you can look back at your journal entries, and you can see how much that you've grown throughout the time. Because what I've noticed is that over these 2 months that I started journaling, a lot of the time I failed to recognize the accomplishments I've made. I'm like, oh, I'm the same person, or I really haven't accomplished that much. But every now and then I'll just look back at my journal, I'll see the way that I was thinking before and how much that I've changed in just 2 months. And the progress that I made in just 2 months is absolutely insane with my physique, with my mental health, and with the relationships that I have with other people. And journaling has allowed me to recognize all those accomplishments because since everything is like a gradual change, you don't really get to recognize it as much. But then when you have a journal entry from like a year ago, you look back at it and you're like, wow, I really thought that. You can actually analyze how you were weeks, months, or even years ago, and you can just see how much progress you've made. It allows you to recognize your progress, and after you recognize your progress, you're like, hell yeah, I want to keep going. I want to keep accomplishing this. Like I'm actually moving up, and I'm continuing to move up. So it's gonna motivate me to keep on going. Journaling helps you so much in all these different kinds of ways that you probably haven't even thought of before. And also, here's like a little bonus that journaling can actually help you with. And it can help you be like a better writer, help get your thoughts out better, not just on paper. Like if you want to be an author or something, it not only will it help you get your thoughts out on paper, but like it's also just about getting your thoughts out in general. So if you're like bad at explaining things, or you can't really like express yourself to someone else, you have difficulties with that, which is something that I had difficulties with. So that's why it's so important to me now. But writing out in my journal my feelings and like all the ideas that I have and how I can improve better, it's allowed me to actually be better at explaining things to people in general. And it has increased my vocabulary more, and it has just made me a better writer in general. So that's an extra little bonus that comes with journaling. It just makes you so much better at explaining things and getting your ideas out, which is a very important skill to have in this world. And something else journaling can also help you do is come up with solutions, because you get the problem out on paper. So it really lets you like think about it. Since it's there, you don't have to keep on going back to like the main idea. Like the main idea is there on the paper. So you can just keep on like adding on to the things on the paper. It can allow you to identify a problem and come up with all different kinds of solutions until you find something that works. And the reason it allows you to do this is because it gives you things from a different perspective. When it's just in your head, it's just sitting in your head. You have a bunch of random thoughts going on in your head at once. It's all scrambled up and all that. But when you put it on paper, it's there. You know, it's not going to change randomly like the thoughts in your head are. You're going to be able to actually focus on the problem that's right there. And it just gives you an entirely new perspective on all different kinds of problems. And that is how journaling has benefited me. Those are the observations that I have made in just 2 months of journaling. It has made me a much better person. It has made me better at expressing myself. And it gives me the ability to self reflect at the end of every single day, recognize my successes and my losses, and how I can do things better. If you really want to increase how disciplined you are and your ability to express yourself, journaling is an absolute must. You guys must try journaling out. Just try it out for a week, reflect at the end of every day, and I think you'll actually come to enjoy it. It won't be so much of a chore after doing it for just a little bit of time. You'll actually love seeing your progress throughout the day, self-reflecting on the day. I know I love doing it now. Journaling is not really a chore for me anymore. I actually love journaling now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to get into with you guys today. As always, if you have any questions or anything you want me to explain better, then leave a comment, of course. And if you guys like the content, you found it useful, be sure to comment and subscribe so I can give you guys the best content available. And I'll see y'all in the next one.